So guys out just driving around, decided to check the face page, and I found Honda 3-wheeler. I figured I might as well pick up for a good deal. I looked at quite a few of these. This one's an 85 200X. I like these little 3-wheelers here. Come look at the back of it. These are the ones that got the suspension on them. I got this light so I can show you. So a lot of them just had, the early ones, they just had the balloon tires for suspension, but there's a few of them that were made for the racing. But I got a smoking deal on this one. I couldn't pass it up. So I was going to show you a few things about it. We'll go through it. I don't know a whole lot about these. I've got a 1981 ATC 70 in storage that I believe just needs a chain and a sprocket and possibly a pull start cord, and it'll be back to pretty much factory, brand new. I don't even think the stickers are scratched off it yet. But this one here, right off the bat, a few things I noticed when I got up there was these aren't factory plastics. These are replaced. The tank, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. So we're gonna repaint the tank. It's possible if you look, get the light going so you can see. If you see between the two reds there, and like, see how there's kind of cracking? I don't know if the camera, you see the cracking in the plastic. I think those might be factory shrouds. So we might have done okay right there on the factory shrouds. We got a tank that just needs to be painted, come on. The seat's been recovered. I could tell that's a seat cover. Actually, might need to pull that off there. I wonder if might be an original seat underneath it. You never know. Everything in here looks good. Man, there's no leaks. There's nothing built up, and this thing's running. There ain't no slapping. There ain't nothing going on down there. You can see all this stuff. Looks like it's got original seals on it, all that. We got some leakage down in there. I don't know what's going on there. We ran him for a little bit here in the shop just to see what we could get out of her. And, oh yeah. She's building up some mud at the bottom, but that's all right. That don't matter. It's the bottom. You don't see the bottom. Case ain't broke. Right here. Usually they throw the chain breaks or something happens. It'll throw the chain. It'll break this part of the case out right here. There's nothing in there that matters. It's just this whole piece right here you can take off, and it just shows the sprocket and chain. But that's what I had. It'll break and it'll come up in here and it'll bust that piece of the case off. And if you're lucky, it don't go in far enough to break anything that matters. I don't know if the show of shock is original or not. I haven't started doing my research on that. I'm starting to think that the carburetor's been replaced. If you look in there, I mean, it kind of looks like, see how that black part on the, let me get this. Whoops. There. That black's kind of coming off there, and well, it makes me wonder, the guy been in that carburetor? I don't know. I don't care, it runs. It runs good. It's got a shimmy down the road when you're going too fast. I can't really do it right now. I'm holding the camera, but you do a shake on here. You reach back and forth. You'll feel a slight wobble, and when you're riding, you'll feel a slight wobble too. I thought at first we had a bent axle when I was test driving it, but I got off and looked at the axle, and it's fine. And I grabbed the ass end, and I'm like, well, that rear axle's completely tight, solid, 40 years old and brand new. So got up in here to the swing arm, and you can see right there where they've adjusted that a time or two. See if I can get this where it doesn't look like SHI poop. So see right there, they've adjusted this once or twice. Looks like we might need to get a new swing arm bushing kit, get that in there. I don't know. We might consider a chain and sprocket while we're in there. I do know we're gonna need to get right here. We're gonna go a new header. That one's fine. I mean, it's just, we can put some high heat on that and it'd be fine. Might do that. Just get some high heat paint, steel wool the heck out of her, and then just spray paint it. That shroud, man, is in good condition. Look at that thing. Look at that. It don't rattle. My 99 over there. That 99, I got a smoking deal on that 99. But that 99 right there, that little shroud on that just rattles like, you know what? This one over here, 20 years older than that thing, and it don't make a bit of noise. And it looks like we got factory pipe, maybe? I don't know. I don't have any idea. It says Honda. I don't know if it does or not. It says something on it. More than likely, we'll get a ticket for it being too loud first time we take her out to the dunes. But there's really only one way to find out, and that's just go over there and go fast. See what the cops say. Everything's looking good, man. I ain't seen any wiring issues. I ain't seen anything. Like, I didn't even really give her a good look over. I got on her and I took her for a rip. I went back, I parked behind my truck. So I guess I'll park it right here. I didn't try to talk the guy down or nothing. I just went for it. So we don't have the stock bars. These are aftermarket. They're O'Neill, looks like. This here, I believe the headlight shroud and maybe even the light itself are original. But that shroud looks like it's original. And that's another thing what I was saying. If you look, or no, these are the shrouds, the headlight, whatever. If you look at these shrouds compared to this, and then you look at that headlight, I don't know if the camera makes a difference or not, but this is more of an orange because it's been on there 40 years. This is more of an eBay red. You got the Honda in there, looking good. These boots, I don't know, they're made for walking. Looking good, man, looking good. Right there, right there. Honda Motor Company, 1985. Looks like we got a 4 of 85 made in Japan. I'll be damned. These things are just, I can't believe this thing was made in 1985. It still runs. You know, I bet you the only thing, hell, they probably didn't even do oil changes on it. Most of these, with these Hondas, you can just get away with just putting gas in them and going. You ain't even got to check the oil and shit very much. Like, they're just unbelievable. And the older they get, the better they are. Like, this 99 is pretty cool, but it's got a lot of worn out parts. You get back into these old 80s ones, 80s three-wheelers and four-wheelers, and these things are just, oh man, just built like tanks. Look at that duck. I don't even like that. It's got the K&N and stuff on it. Whatever that means. Air filtre. The spring for that's broke right there. Or it's missing. We gotta get the spring. Oh, and there was a screw that popped out. What was that? Let's get this down for documentation purposes. That I reached in and hand tightened. Where the hell was that? And I'm like, well, that's weird. That shouldn't be loose. I don't know. I'm sure we got a whole bunch of loose screws all over the dang place. But let's get this seat up there. What do we got? Is that... I don't know. I can't tell. I bet it's been recovered, but I don't know. Like I know those plastics ain't stock, but I don't think that seat is either. I think that seat's been reupholstered. What do we got down here in the air conditioner? Let's see. Can we open it? Yeah, we can. What's in there? Oh, look at that son of a bitch. Oh, that's K&N air, you know? so you don't get the particles in there or whatever. Yeah, it goes in here, up into the thing, and it puts it together along with the fire, and that's what makes it go forward. So air goes in, mixes with the fuel, and then the spark lights it. Thing moves, this moves. Really simple concept when you get down to it. God dang. So the guy told me a story, the only story I know on it. The guy before him, the guy I bought it from, the guy before him did a put that duck on there. He's like, I didn't like it either, but now it's starting to grow on me. Whatever, we'll put that back later. But he did say that when he first got it, he bought it for his son to ride. His son rode it for a while, and then his son decided he wanted to get into motorcycles. So they decided to sell the three-wheelers so they could buy another motorcycle. There we go. We got that. And he was showing this to his dad when he first bought it. This guy, he's about my age. He was, what did he say? 36? Closer to my age. 39, 38, 39, something like that. Anyway, he pulled the seat off, and he's like, yeah, it's all in pretty good shape, except for it's missing these. And these are little rubber things that just go on here, like this. He's like, it's missing those rubber pieces that hold the seat on so it rattles a little. And his dad's like, hang on, I think I got some. Goes over to his toolbox, comes out, and he has 2 of them brand new in a bag. New old stock. Opens the bag and sticks them on there. So these are cool. These have a cool story. Some old guy kept those in his garage for who knows how many years, until somebody came across this three-wheeler and he just happened to have that part. Universe lined up, and we got some good rubbers in there. So all in all, we're pretty good. Pretty good. I'd like to get some factory plastics, but those are kind of hard to come by. Plus, it's mostly just going to be a riding machine, and then we're going to fix it up a little bit, and then over the next few years, when he decides to move on from the 300, then we'll decide to move on from this. Oh, and I got a 70 coming also. I couldn't buy just one. I mean, I bought this one, but I had a 70 in storage, so I'm going to bring it home and I'm going to fix it. So now I have 3 bikes. And then I found a 110. We might need to go. This thing here might have just sparked a little bit of that Honda love. So we'll see. Thanks for hanging out.